we are achieving our financial goals together. So in my last live stream, I was talking about cryptocurrencies and specifically Bitcoin. So I revealed that I'm holding a quite significant amount, at least compared to my total investment portfolio, in cryptocurrencies and especially in Bitcoin. So in today's live stream, I want to cover when I plan to sell my Bitcoin. And please take everything that I'm saying with a grain of salt again, because as I'm holding Bitcoin, I'm probably very biased. So therefore, don't just blindly follow me, but just take it as a source of information what maybe other people are doing. So when to sell my Bitcoin? It all depends on the investment case that you're having on Bitcoin. So why you're buying Bitcoin. And to me, actually the timing now is probably the perfect timing to hold Bitcoin, because we are probably still pretty early in the crypto cycle. And at the same time, of course, there's the long-term potential of Bitcoin. So actually, in my opinion, there are two approaches how someone can or should hold Bitcoin. One is the crypto cycle, playing the crypto cycle. So this is not really investing anymore. This is then trading. It's currently Bitcoin is currently facing a pretty strong resistance under the previous highs. So I would say between 68,000 US dollar per Bitcoin to maybe 73,000 is a very difficult resistance level, which will be hard to break through. But if Bitcoin, and this is of course always an if in trading, if it can break through, it still has potential that the crypto cycle is going to happen. So there could be a very huge, relatively short-term potential in Bitcoin. So this is one investment opportunity. So then, when to sell Bitcoin, of course, depends on the cycle. So for me personally, I am holding Bitcoin actually for the long term. However, it's also always what market opportunities are out there. So if Bitcoin would go parabolic in this market cycle, I would probably still consider selling a portion of my Bitcoin, or even maybe my whole Bitcoin assets. But parabolic, this would mean maybe at least 2 times bigger, higher than now, within maybe less than 1 year. But potentially to sell it all, it probably need to be 3 to 4 times higher than what Bitcoin is standing now. So this is short-term potential to maybe sell Bitcoin. However, why I'm holding Bitcoin, and this is probably different than holding other cryptocurrencies. So in my opinion, so at least for my investment case for other cryptocurrencies, I don't have the same approach like I do in Bitcoin. I believe that there's very strong potential, long-term potential in Bitcoin. First, because of its scarcity, but second, also because of the network effect. As Bitcoin is getting more established, more and more people want to hold Bitcoin, or maybe at least consider to put a small portion of the money into Bitcoin. So there's still the long-term effect that there's potentially over the next years and maybe even decades, there's more money inflow than outflow. Of course, this trend always can happen, change in the short term, but I think over the long time, there's more inflow than outflow. And as it is a scarce good, And as governments like to print money, I believe there's a very strong case that 10 years from now, 15 years from now, Bitcoin can be much higher than what it is now. So the question to me is, has Bitcoin at least as much potential as the stock market? And I believe yes, because we don't have the market penetration yet. But again, this is just my belief. So regardless whether or not the crypto cycle is happening, if it's not happening, or if it's like only lightly happening, I would still hold my Bitcoin for the long term. So basically buy and hold. And maybe in 15 years later, I will make a different decision depending on what I need my money for. But I think for now, the biggest investment decision for me, why I'm holding Bitcoin, is for the long term potential. But again, if the market gives me opportunity to make a big gain in a short period of time, then I will be willing to take this opportunity to maybe sell some of my Bitcoin, maybe even all of it, and then maybe buy back Bitcoin later after a potential pullback or crash. So what is your approach when it comes to cryptocurrencies and especially Bitcoin? How are you investing your money? Are you considering to invest? Are you just trading this crypto cycle? Please share with me in the comments below. Thanks a lot for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. And especially I look forward to seeing you winning financially.